Yes, you can get shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Champions. And there's a few ways to do it, and I'm going to show you how. So the first method is going to be via Pokemon Home, and this means that pretty much any Pokemon that you can move over from Pokemon Home, you can bring into Pokemon Champions, and this includes shiny Pokemon as well. If you've never moved Pokemon over from Pokemon Home into Pokemon Champions before, I'm going to show you how to do it. It's a little different than putting Pokemon into different games and mixing them all around with Pokemon Home, because Pokemon Champions has its own special section for this. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to scroll all the way down and go to Pokemon Champions in the bottom right. Next, it's pretty simple. You can just go through your boxes and just choose what you want to bring over. And then the last thing you want to do is that you want to go back to the Pokemon Champions app and you want to go and click Collect from Pokemon Home. Once you do that, you can select the Pokemon you want to bring in, and then that's it. Of course, legendaries are not able to be brought over into Pokemon Champions, and still, of course, not all Pokemon can be brought over into Pokemon Champions, so you are going to be a little limited that way. But there's still a very, very wide selection that you can bring over from. So I would say first, if you're going to go out and shiny hunt from a different game and try and find the easiest way to do that, like if you're just going through the grass or whatever, and Legends Arceus, because it feels like you find a shiny Pokemon every 30 freaking steps, then yeah, you can do that, but you want to make sure that whatever you're looking for and wanting to bring over is actually available to be brought over into Pokemon Champions. Now, you can also do this with the Pokemon Home mobile app, so it's a pretty similar process to where you're just going to go click the button to bring Pokemon over to Champions, follow the steps, and voila. It's very simple. And you can bring Pokemon over from Pokemon Go. So if you find any shinies over there, you can bring them over as well. Now, the other way is that you can get shiny Pokemon when you pull a new lineup. So of course, each lineup you pull, you get a choice of 10 Pokemon to choose from. Now, again, it's very random. You don't have any say in what those 10 Pokemon are going to be, but they're going to be choice of 10 Pokemon. There's usually a couple good picks out of there. According to the community at large, essentially, each time you pull a new lineup, it is about a 1 in 51 chance that one of the Pokemon on one of those lineups is going to be a shiny, which out of all of those works out to be like a 1 in like 400 or 500 chance. And I've already accumulated a few just randomly, not even trying to do this, just from trying to look for specific Pokemon that I need to bring over and put on my team. Of course, you get no choice with this, so my first shiny that I was able to get from this was a freaking shiny Torkoal. I mean, who wants that, man? I was almost wanting to just skip this lineup and just get a new one without choosing that thing. But later on, about 30 lineups later, a shiny Dragonite showed up, and shiny Dragonite, especially its Mega form, since it's a blue color like it is with Dratini and Dragonair, looks fantastic. And of course, Dragonite is an actual somewhat useful Pokemon that I can use in Champions, unlike Torkoal. Now, of course, each lineup pull, except for one every 24 hours, is not free. So you'll want to make sure you save some VP for this, or any other kinds of tickets that are going to give you free Pokemon and free lineups to choose from. I would say each time you pull a lineup, unless there's something that you absolutely need there, just put the Pokemon on trial, so that way you're not burning any more VP on like a permanent recruitment or anything like that, because again, you're going to need that to be able to get more lineups. And then of course, the only way to get more lineups is to either have enough VP or to have a lot of quick coupons. And the best way to get all of that is just to keep battling, especially doing it in spurts, and then letting it sit for a day or two, and then redeeming all of your rewards through either the mailbox, where you get random stuff after you beat somebody, or missions where you can do very basic stuff to easily get quick coupons and other things as well. And then of course, if you have the battle pass and you rank up and do certain things, then you can also get VP from here as well to be able to use to pull more lineups. Now, a battle pass is something you have to buy each season, and for some people it's going to be worth it, for some people it's not. But again, you can get some VP from this as well to be able to get you some more roster pulls. Now, you have to remember that any Pokemon that you permanently recruit in Pokemon Champions cannot be moved to other games. And that's pretty much about it. Again, all of this can really be done without having a Nintendo Switch. So if you're one of the millions that started playing Pokemon Champions with just your phone, again, Pokemon Home and Pokemon Champions can be accessed as regular apps. So you can move over shiny Pokemon from other games, older games, even Pokemon Go, without even needing to have a Nintendo console. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like if you did, and if you want to see more Pokemon Champions content, to make sure to subscribe as well. And at some point, again, I will also be going over the benefits of whether you should get a Battle Pass or not, whether you should get the membership. There's a lot more to dive into Pokemon Champions here. Not gonna lie, Shiny Graveler looks like something my cat would poop out.